Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for sharing your Friday with us. I am Louisa Lee, here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新最有趣的新闻。The 24-year-old German national who's held responsible for starting a rash of fires across Los Angeles over the New Year's weekend is not a first-time convict. In addition to being charged with 37 counts of arson, the man is also wanted in Germany. 洛杉矶的纵火嫌犯 Harry Burkhart 被起诉了37项罪名，而且他的保释金高达285万美金。
The man accused of starting a series of fires in Los Angeles has been formally charged with 37 offences of arson. Harry Burkhart was in court to hear a judge set his bail at almost $3 million because of a risk he may skip to his native Germany.
As a condition of bail, I'm ordering that his passport be surrendered by the next court date. Moreover, because of this factor, I'm adding another $500,000 to the amount that I indicated to the council tentatively. So bail will be set at $2,850,000.
Burkhart is accused of carrying out the arson attacks in a 4-day spree over the New Year holiday. It's alleged his actions were triggered by the arrest and pending extradition of his mother on fraud and embezzlement charges. Prosecutors are calling for a tough sentence if he's convicted.
Very simply, what amount of harm he did to the psyche of the citizens of these particular communities and all of Los Angeles County, I think it merits a life term.
The fires were set in more than 50 locations. Burkhart may face further charges.
And now to other news. Brazil's Minas Gerais has declared a state of emergency in 53 towns following the heavy rains that triggered mudslides and floods throughout the region. 7 people have died, while 10,000 have nowhere to return to. 北半球现在非常的冷，但是南半球的 Brazil 现在正受到豪雨侵袭，大雨造成水灾跟土石流，至少有7个人丧生。
Large parts of the Brazilian state of Minas Gerais are underwater after heavy rains unleashed flooding and landslides. At least 7 people have been killed, others are missing. More than 10,000 are now homeless. Rescue teams are helping stranded residents to safety. People living on unstable hillsides were still being evacuated. One hydroelectric dam opened its gates to release some of the high volume of water building up behind it. The rain's been pouring on Minas Gerais state since late December, the first month of the rainy season.
And they are experiencing another blow just weeks after Tropical Storm Washi struck the same region and caused widespread destruction. 25 people have been killed, while more than 150 are reported missing after a landslide tore through a mining site in the storm-ravaged Philippine island of Mindanao. 之前被Washi台风肆虐的菲律宾南部，现在又因为豪雨有一个小的 village 发生了土石流，造成至少25人死亡。
Continuous rain has caused another landslide in a mining village in Pentukan, Mindanao Island, in the southern part of Philippines, killing at least 25 people, while 150 more are missing. 15 people have been reported as injured, as the task force is still assessing the actual number of casualties. According to the civil defense, despite government's warning, people have refused to leave the area because they were mining for gold. However, unregulated mining activities have made the mountain area unstable and have caused a series of accidents. A nearby village was also hit by a landslide last year that left 14 dead. Military helicopters are now moving rescue teams from Cagayan de Oro, one of the cities seriously hit by Typhoon Washi in December, to Pentukan. At least 1,249 people are known to have died in flash floods caused by Typhoon Washi, which struck Mindanao late last month.
And now turning to entertainment news, the Lord of the Rings fans may have to wait for another year until the release of Peter Jackson's The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. But what we have right now is the first full trailer of the movie, so enjoy it on this Friday. Lord of the Rings 3部曲获得超级好的票房成绩，现在又要开拍魔戒的前传《哈比人的冒险》，预告片已经出来了，带你抢先来看。
Bilbo Baggins, I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure. I can't just go running off into the blue.
In this first part of the Hobbit epic, which is set many years before the era of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, when Bilbo Baggins and a group of dwarves go on a magical adventure to Lonely Mountain in order to find the treasure stolen by Dragon Smaug. The Lord of the Rings trilogy was released during the time between 2001 and 2003 and was a great financial success, with the films collectively being the 6th highest grossing film series of all time. Based on the 3-volume book of the same name by English author J.R.R. Tolkien and directed by Peter Jackson, the films were critically acclaimed and heavily awarded, winning 17 out of 30 Academy Awards nominations in total. The movie stars Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins and also sees the return of many of the Lord of the Rings actors, including Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Kate Blanchett, Orlando Bloom, Christopher Lee, and Andy Serkis. However, it remains unknown if the new release will attract as many fans as its predecessors did.
The misty mountains cold, winds were moaning in the night. Red, it flames, the trees like torches blazed with light.
I cannot guarantee his safety. Understood. Nor will I be responsible for his fate.
You have a tale or two to tell when you come back?
Can you promise that I will come back?
No. And if you do, you will not be the same.
And the weekend is again approaching, so let's get right to the films that are kicking off the year of 2012. As we previously mentioned, inspired by Stephen King's short story of the same title, The Ledge brings together Charles Hammond, Liv Tyler, and Patrick Wilson, whose characters are intertwined in the love triangle that turns lethal. How far will one go for revenge, and what kind of sacrifice will one do for love? In the science fiction thriller The Darkest Hour, directed by Chris Gorak, the lives of 5 young individuals are put at risk as they face the fierce battle against aliens who have invaded their homeland in Russia. Besides starring Emil Hirsch and Olivia Thirlby, several Russian actors are also brought on board for the $40 million budget flick.
All reported invisible invaders.
They came here with a plan. They can see us, but we can't see them.
What do they want?
Energy, electricity.
Oh my god.
Get inside! The way it lit up that cop car. Electricity gives it away.
French film L'Âge de Raison, or With Love from the Age of Reason, is the story of a woman by the name of Margaret, who on her 40th birthday received letters she had written when she was 7 years old. The words of the past start to ring in her ears, and she soon realizes that the life she's living may not be the one she has always dreamed of.
Wichtige Dinge im Leben. Die besten Papierflieger basteln. Im Pfützen springen. Eine Rolltreppe in Gegenrichtung hochlaufen. Ein Prinzen küssen.
天气冷飕飕，非常适合去电影院看电影。今天上映的片子有包括由 Stephen King 短篇故事改编的《窗台危机》、科幻片《黑暗时刻》，还有温馨法国小品《给未来的我》，都很不错，推荐给您。
Das Wichtigste auf der Welt ist, dass man die Menschen, die man liebt, nie vergisst.
And that is all the time we have for you this week. I am Louisa Lee, and enjoy your Friday and your weekend ahead. We'll see you back here on Monday. Meanwhile, stay with CTS to find out whether we will get some sun over the weekend and for more top stories.